Mr. Krabs once wrestled a giant clam for hours just to rescue a single dollar bill. That's how obsessed with cash he is. This is a guy who'd charge rent to his own shadow if he could. But in today's video, we'll break down every dollar he earns, spends, and hides to figure out his actual net worth. It all starts with the obvious money printer, the Krusty Krab. Mr. Krabs treats the Krusty Krab like it's a sacred vault disguised as a fast food shack. The restaurant is packed almost every single day, mostly because the only other option in town is the chum bucket, which should honestly come with a health warning. Bikini Bottom citizens treat Krabby Patties like they're addictive, which makes sense because no one truly knows what the Krabby part stands for. The whole situation is shady enough to make even a jellyfish suspicious. But for someone obsessed with money, Krabs' prices are extremely low, and even more surprising when adjusted for inflation. According to the Krusty Krab menu, a Krabby Patty cost $1.25. Adjust that to 2025, and it should be around $2.50 to $2.75. A Krabby meal at $3.50? In today's value, that's about $6. So why hasn't Mr. Krabs raised prices? The answer is simple. The Krusty Krab doesn't need to, because the demand is already insane.
2 Krabby Patties, but don't cook them!
I'll have 2 frozen Krabby Patties too!
Cheap prices increase loyalty, and most importantly, his ingredients cost him practically nothing. So profit margins stay sky high, even without price hikes. The most expensive item barely reaches $4, the cost of a soda at a movie theater. Bikini Bottom has around 538 residents, and since the chum bucket is basically biological warfare, most creatures eat at the Krusty Krab at least twice a week. That's roughly 180 customers a day. More if SpongeBob accidentally leaves the open sign on overnight. That's roughly 1,076 customer visits weekly, spread across 6 days of operation. Mr. Krabs keeps the restaurant closed on Sundays because even he needs time to count his money in peace. Using the basic $3.50 meal price, if 180 customers ordered the Krabby meal, that's $630 per day. Multiply that over 6 days, and that's $3,780 a week. The Krusty Krab makes around $196,000 a year. But that assumes customers only buy the cheapest items, which they don't. The upsells add up fast. Kelp shakes, coral bits, kelp rings, and extra salty sauce. And SpongeBob's wild enthusiasm could convince a rock to order dessert.
That's not just any hair, sir. It's from the elusive...
Realistically, the real average ticket price is closer to $5. That pushes revenue to $280,800 a year. Now let's talk payroll, or more accurately, Krabs' personal interpretation of minimum wage. In SpongeBob You're Fired Season 9, Episode 11, Krabs fires SpongeBob to save a nickel, a clear sign of his greedy business ethics. SpongeBob and Squidward run the entire restaurant. They cook, clean, handle customers, and survive nematode invasions. For the sake of basic math, let's pretend he actually pays them $7.25 an hour. For 2 employees combined, they work around 82 hours a week each, which adds up to $61,828 in payroll per year. That's generous for Krabs, who would pay them in bottle caps if he legally could. Food costs? Practically non-existent. Krabs buys expired ingredients and mystery meat from who knows where. Even with a generous estimate of 10% of revenue, he likely spends around $28,000 a year on food. Utilities? Maybe $8,000 a year, mostly because Krabs forces SpongeBob to turn off the lights as soon as a single ray of sunlight appears. Maintenance? We estimate $12,000 a year. In Nature Pants Season 1, Episode 9, SpongeBob accidentally starts a kitchen fire while daydreaming about becoming a jellyfish and living in jellyfish fields. Even though SpongeBob has accidentally burned the place down more times than anyone can count, Krabs usually just patches things up with duct tape and prayer. Total expenses come out to $109,828. Subtract that from revenue, and Krabs pockets $170,972 in pure profit every year. Over 26 years, that's more than $4.4 million. but Mr. Krabs lives like someone who hides pennies under floorboards. Pearl, Mr. Krabs' teenage whale daughter, alone should drain his bank account. She has an enormous appetite and expensive taste, but Krabs is a champion cheapskate. He buys everything on clearance, reuses birthday decorations, and gives her boots instead of brand name shoes.
Shouldn't have.
With all that corner cutting, Pearl probably costs him about $20,000 a year, at least. Mrs. Puff, on the other hand, is extremely reasonable. She and Mr. Krabs began dating in Krusty Love Season 2. Krabs spent $100,000 in one night trying to impress her, but she immediately told him she wanted to split the bill, proving she's not a gold digger at all. This keeps Krabs' romance budget at a comfortable $2,600 annually. Even then, he probably uses coupons. Mr. Krabs himself spends very little. He eats cheaply, never buys new clothes, and lives for counting money. His total personal cost of living is about $3,000 a year. Together, his annual personal expenses equal $25,600, leaving him with $145,372 saved every year, or $3.7 million saved over 26 years. Now the assets. Mr. Krabs lives in a massive anchor, but Mr. Krabs' anchor is unique. It's a conversation piece, it's iconic, and it's got character that you can't find in a regular house. The anchor is a piece of maritime steel that's been completely converted into a livable 3-bedroom home. It's located in downtown Bikini Bottom, which means it's walking distance from the Krusty Krab, the Bargain Mart, Goo Lagoon, and Jellyfish Fields. This is prime real estate in the most desirable part of town. Anchors this large repurposed as homes would be ultra rare and expensive. Its estimated value? $780,000. His other assets include the SS Cheapskate, $18,000, the Paddy Wagon, $95,000, the old printing press, $40,000, and all his leftover equipment and failed business junk, $120,000. And the Krusty Krab? Given its demand reputation and the fact that it basically runs the entire town's food economy, it could sell for at least $1.5 million. Total assets? $2,553,000. Add his accumulated cash, about $3,800,000, and Mr. Krabs' total net worth is $6,353,000. So Eugene H. Krabs is a documented multi-millionaire who lives like he's broke and who still panics when someone uses 2 napkins. If you're still here, hit subscribe and click on the next video before Krabs finds a way to charge for clicks.
Seeds? Oh, at this rate I'll be broken 411 years!